Whatever doesn't work.
Well, if I don't work.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, we'll call this meeting to order. Any unfinished business? Okay, looking for a motion to create the position of Chief Financial Officer and set the starting salary range of 85 to 95,000 per year, depending upon experience. Second. Thank you. Call for a vote, please.
comment, explanation before, I'll let you guys explain, or do you want to comment first before the vote?
Okay, let's do it now.
Point of order, sir. The point the judge is making is a standard procedure once a motion is approved and seconded, discussion on the motion. And I think when you look at the, that's what he's asking for. Discussion on the motion.
I totally agree.
Okay, well, we're approaching this from the standpoint of some information we received, a few weeks ago. We presented, or had presented to us, the study that HRG had results of their study that they had done on behalf of the county. One of their findings was the recommendation that a chief financial officer position be established for the county to provide the expertise, knowledge, and professional guidance on all things financial. It's the intention of the Board of Commissioners to bring this position into reality, to provide that kind of guidance. This role would help expedite and bring that level of expertise in-house. I think we talked about this when the report was presented, but maybe to go into a little more depth since we're focused on this particular issue. We use a financial consultant. Many rural counties do so. Matter of fact, I don't know that many of them don't. But the commissioners, in studying the recommendations from HRG, compared what the potential cost by way of salary benefits for a chief financial officer compared to the costs associated with our financial consultant, which is Susquehanna County. And we pay for that service, is it $200,000? Little under $200,000 annually. Our intention, at least in part, is to bring that expertise in-house. So we'll have what we need in-house, and in time, we'll do so at a lesser cost to the taxpayers than we currently pay.
Is anybody on staff do this kind of, or someone involved in this now that you currently have?
No, not to this level, not to this depth, Larry. What we need is a chief financial officer approach to our requirements. This isn't straightforward accounts payable. This isn't, taking the electric bill and processing and sending it out. This is applying best practices, understanding the sources of revenue, how they're best applied, how we meet our requirements both to the local taxpayers. We also get money from federal and state sources. They come with different requirements and restrictions. I'll use an illustration. Susquehanna provided us the expertise with the ARPA money, how it's obtained, how it's accounted for, what you can spend it on, what you may not spend it on. They provide the expertise. We're glad to have it. We had, of course, to pay them for that service. So the intention is the next time something like that comes about, or the routine things that we get money from all kinds of sources outside of our general fund, real estate taxes, that this position would provide that level of expertise without us having to call someone in another city and say, tell us where we stand. Tell us, what's our budget performance year to date? How do we apply these funds legally? We'll have that kind of expertise in-house, and we'll get it at a lower cost.
How do you find this person?
Well, the more rural you are, the less likely you are to find people with that kind of expertise. However, we do have it. So we have a standard. We've developed a job description through HR, and that's how we've identified the skills, qualities, and educations that we need.
Jim?
Since this suggestion was born from the HRG study, is there a match fiscally for this position? Because I know in talking, there was some type of financial benefit if we went forward with any of the suggestions.
There are several facets to that. The short answer to your question is yes. You have to go through a certain process to do so, of course. Also, another approach and consideration is that when you have non-local government funding sources, there's the potential to offset this cost, much like we do with IT services, for example. So IT services are shared with different agencies that are funded with non-local government money. They can help offset those costs. So, to your point, and then beyond.
And I came over to make a comment, and the reason being is, well, first, at least, I don't know about the newspaper, but when you put notices out for salary board, if you could put what's to be considered and then other business, so then we know. But I mean, Chad called Karen this morning and told me what it was, and so this position is gonna be, if you go to the high end, it'll be the highest paid county person, but for the district attorney, and higher than 4 people with a law degree. So I figured it's gonna, as you know, it's gonna generate discussion among the employees. So I thought I'd come over and make a comment ahead of time. But when I started in 2002, which all 3 of you and Moon were in your own private industries then, the finance department was a mess. When Jeff's first board got elected with Corbin and McIntyre, Paul, who had been the treasurer, brought his deputy over. Initially, I remember talking with Sheriff Demko, blessed memory, saying, "Oh, what a deal! He's bringing his person with him." And but she was great. Debbie Hackett was wonderful, and for years we didn't have to worry about it until she retired. And since then, it's been a constant problem since she left. So I do want to applaud her. I'm concerned when we throw that much money. Of course, you're the elected officials. Is it going to correct the underlying problem, which was always simmering there even while Debbie was there? So it's going to require strong leadership skills. And if it doesn't correct that, I don't know what the next step is, but I'm assuming you guys have thought about that, and obviously we have to do something. I just don't want to be in a position where we throw money at a problem that still doesn't correct it. That's going to be, of course, in your hire and how it's operated after that. So I guess I'll leave it with that, with your explanation. I want to get the comment in before you had the vote.
Well, we've thought this over many times, even before HRG, this was a discussion that we was having on, how do we get things better? And I can just say, on paper, this works extremely well, but we all understand how that works. So it's our intent to, when it's all said and done, to save the county money and get a good product. Anything else?
So your budget, I forget what it is, so but this will help with your budgeting, obviously, to the chief financial officer.
That would be a key aspect. The bottom line is the 2-faceted approach. Commissioner Bowles spoke to it. We want a better product and we want to save money doing it. Better efficiencies will achieve that. But you're right, Your Honor, it's on us. I mean, whether it works or, more importantly, if it doesn't, we're responsible.
Okay. Anything else? Then we will call for a vote, please, Karen.
Mr. Bowlers.
Yes.
Mr. Norton. Mr. Sargent.
Yes.
Mr. Van Steen.
Yes.
Any other business? See the judge whispering back there. Does that mean you have any other business you want to share?
I'm just cracking a joke.
Okay.
I was gonna ask to raise all the court employees' wages.
Yeah, maybe we should. So call for an adjournment. We call the vote and Karen, please do this.
Mr. Fuller.
Yeah.
Mr. North. Mr. Cattardi. Mr. Van Skeeper.
Thank you, everybody.